Okay, hi Renee, it's good to see you back today.
Hey, how are you doing?
Good, how are you doing?
Good, a lot better since last time.
Good. So you've had some positive things going on this week?
Yeah, I think I've met some of the plans. So and I took a drug test and it's finally negative.
Awesome.
So, I guess it's all out of my system, but I still want to do it.
Right.
So, that's the only thing that's bringing me back because I think I really found last session helpful. So, I wanted to come in and maybe make the commitment. You know what I mean?
Okay, well that's good. It sounds like that you're on the road to committing to change and working to get that
showed up for $2.99.
over with. And so you're committing to change to get your kids back, and it sounds like you want to improve on that, thankfully.
Yeah, and there's I finally got an overnight visit, and it was really stressful in the mornings trying to get everybody together, both my kids. And I feel like in my heart, I'm really ready to have them back. I loved it, but at the same point, I can't see having them back without going back to the marijuana.
Okay.
Without having that release.
Right. So I hear that you're committing to change, so you want to find something else that will help you stay calm, to work with your kids.
Yeah, that's my biggest problem. And I feel like even if they did come back, I don't ever want them to have to go back. So I want to nip it in the bud now. I want to stop it now.
What are some things you think that could help you overcome that?
Really, that's where I'm at a loss. Quentin, I hate you.
Okay.
Go away.
Okay, so we need to find something else to focus on to help you be calm, to work with the kids on a busy schedule in the mornings, getting them up and going to school.
Exactly.
Okay. So I hear that you're really ready to work on the change and the commitment. So
if it's not too hard, I'm scared that it might be too difficult for me, but I know that it needs to happen.
Okay.
And I'm hoping, I know I'm expecting you to be some miracle worker, but I don't really know where to go from here, and that's my biggest problem.
Well, it sounds like you're ready to move on, and I do have something that I can share with you if you're willing to hear about it. It's like a positive enforcement program. You'll have an accountability partner. You two will be working together if you feel like you need to.
Is it for parents or for people that are using drugs? Would I get somebody that would be a parent too?
Yes, you will be paired with a parent that is trying to get off marijuana too. So, and she's a single parent too, so you'll be pairing up if you agree, and you will be doing accountability. If you feel you need to try to go smoke marijuana again to be comfortable, then you would just call her, and she would have ways to talk you out of it. And the same with her. If she needed to call you, you would have ways to talk her out of it. And there's also a coach that works just with you two only, that if neither one of you can calm the other person down where you want to go back, then you would just call the coach.
That would be necessary because I'm worried that I would be a bad influence, or they would be a bad influence. I'm usually better at doing things on my own than I am with other people.
Okay. Well, I can also see if the coach would just, let you call her first instead of the accountability partner, so you can make the coach more of your accountability partner than the other person.
That seems like something that would work. My only worry though is that what if it's late at night and my friend comes over with some pot and my kids are there? I'm not just gonna call her. I'm just worried that the temptation would be too great.
Okay, I hear what you're saying. So you're saying that your friends will be a big influence on getting you back to smoking. Okay. So do you think you could move away from that circle of friends and find some single parent friends?
Maybe with what you're talking about, if like it was somebody that I matched well with, like maybe we could even hang out with our kids together or something. I think that would be a big help if we were going towards the same goal. But it's just hard to like leave your friends whenever that's what they want to do.
Okay.
And like I'm just now dating this guy. I don't remember if I told you about him last time.
Okay, you did.
But he smokes marijuana at least 3 times a week, and like I don't really have a problem with him using it because all I think about is my kids. But I know that the very first chance when something goes wrong, like the foster parents say something else about me, then I know that I'm just gonna give up. Like I feel that I'm at that point where it's just go through with it and stay off the marijuana, or go ahead and just give up and just. But I know that my kids are too big of an asset for that. I would never. But that's just where I'm stuck, and it's so difficult. Like, I don't know.
So, okay, let me ask you this. What would your life look like without your kids? If you could continue smoking marijuana and you did not have the kids in your life?
It wouldn't look that great. I mean, because I'm in school and everything. I think I'm in school and everything. But I'm in school and everything, and I feel like if I was just to not have them around, I would lose the motivation to go to school. And like I would just smoke marijuana and stay home.
Okay.
And I might just drop out of school, and I see it as a downward spiral, not necessarily a gateway thing, like I'm going to go do harder stuff, but I see it as not being able to control later on, like especially if I don't have my kids there to remind me of things.
Okay, so let me ask you this question. What would your life look like if you had your kids and you stopped smoking marijuana and stopped hanging around the friends that pressured you into smoking marijuana?
That's where it's difficult. I mean, I could see myself happier because I have my kids, but that's double-edged sword because, like, I think everybody goes through that where you're like, oh my gosh, I want kids, and then you have them, and then you're like, what was I thinking? But you still have that deep love for them, and you can't just give them up, you know what I mean? So I think that's definitely where I'm having some trouble because I can see the positive and negatives of having them back without marijuana. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that I don't have a way to remind myself to stop doing it whenever I have them. Like in the meantime, I know it's going to be hard, but like the ideal that I have in my head of having them and being happy, I don't see how it would fit in, like coping mechanisms would fit in with them being bad or doing things that I don't like.
Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, what is your commitment to change, being 10 being the highest?
That's hard to tell. I mean, I guess I would say an 8.
So it sounds like you're willing to change. You just need to make that commitment to be able to, focus on that and not focus on your friends wanting to peer pressure you and your boyfriend. Since he smokes, then you're going to be around it. So it seems like you need to find ways to figure out how to move on from that part of your life and just focus on your kids and your school.
And I know you talked about last time about maybe a support group and everything. I think that could help if it was more than just once a week, especially if I'm going to try and stay away from my friends that smoke marijuana. And this guy, I mean, I don't even know if I like him like that. I just know that he's there, and like I don't think I can see him in the picture when I get my kids back.
Okay, well it sounds like you've kind of made up your mind about that you're ready to move on, and so I will put you in touch with the life support coach, and she will work one-on-one with you, and she will be available to you 24/7. That's what she's there for. Even if it's 2 o'clock in the morning and you have an urge, you call her. She will answer you and she will talk with you. If it's in the middle of the afternoon and you just need
How
somebody.
long is the program?
The program lasts for 6 months. And then after that, you will be reevaluated to see if you need.
I think that's definitely how long it would take me to get off of doing what I'm doing.
You can be surprised. If you're willing to commit to change, then I don't feel like it would be that long, but It's all up to you.
I think I could try it. I'm just still worried about what's gonna happen, like whenever they come back.
Okay. Well,
I feel like I don't have enough ways to parent to make it okay.
so if I found a parenting class for you, would you be able to learn
I
from
think that
to
might
help?
be what I need.
Okay, well we'll do that then. If you don't mind, then I'll set you up in a parenting class. It's once a week. It's so you can go to your support group once a week and your parenting class once a week, and work on changing.
Alright, that sounds like a good idea.
Okay, well thank you so much for coming back today, Renee.
Alright, thank you.